several years ago, nobody was really talking about sheep's head. It's got, these big, like, people teeth that are very intimidating almost for a lot of people.
Yeah, it needs a set of braces, I guess. It's got a lot of character.
Sheep's heads spend their lives eating crustaceans. That's why they have rows of teeth that look kind of crazy, but it gives their flesh like a really delicious, rich flavor.
That's a stud right there.
Oh, he's too big.
Flounder. They're flat and with eyeballs on one side. It's an ugly fish, actually. Beautiful fillet, though. A good piece of fresh fish is hard to beat. That's our niche. It's focusing 100% on North Carolina product. The fish that the guys at our coast are catching right now.
To eat a wild fish from near where you live is an incredible experience. It should be the most basic kind of eating experience that we can have. Unfortunately, it's increasingly rare.
The infrastructure of the seafood industry has seen a decline in the last 20 years. We have to teach people about all these species of fish that are actually being caught that they never see in a grocery store.
So like medium, high.
Okay.
Depending on the pan. What kind of pan do you normally cook in?
Usually cast iron.
Cast iron, yeah. So this is just a steel, which behaves a lot like a cast iron. I think both of us enjoy eating what you catch or harvest. Just the excitement of cooking something I never even had before.
Every citizen in the state, it's their resource. Why shouldn't we have very fresh seafood that was caught the day before? If you look at it from a global perspective, 90% of the seafood we eat in the United States is imported. And the majority of that is not regulated from an environmental standpoint.
The reason imported seafood makes up 90% of what Americans consume is the price.
The seafood isn't caught or raised with the same standards as we have in the United States for our own food. They can do whatever they want to produce that product.
All that happens, and then the product just comes in a container, it comes in a port, and it's in the grocery stores.
I've known of the Outlands for many years. Fishing out in the Sound, you go by their pound nets all the time.
A deckhand, I guess. That's what I would call myself.
He's first mate.
2 captains and first mate, I reckon.
They're gamblers. You put a lot of investment into your equipment to go target something, and there's no guarantees you're going to catch any of that. Pound netting it's a very old technique. Native Americans actually used a form of pound nets. It's essentially a very long net. The fish are forced into a corral, and then you can harvest those fish from that corral live.
We're not ashamed of what we're doing. Fish we catch are alive. What we don't want, we release. They swim off.
Fish caught, in a pound net are just super high quality. These guys are working hard and taking a chance to go out and harvest. And it's the last wild food that people inland get to enjoy. It's a better product, but it doesn't get better with age, so we got to move it fast. Ryan's reporting what's happening, what fish is coming in, and then we take that information before the product's even back to the triangle. We're getting that out to our customers. I'm getting orders in, and then our processing crew comes in that night. Cut fillets, portions, we do all that custom to order. So labor costs obviously drive our prices up. On the other side of that, the industry is more connected and staying local.
We're bringing you fish that was caught yesterday. Where else are you gonna find that?
I think seafood has been always historically for restaurants one of the dicier systems that we engage in. There's a high priority placed in terms of the seafood supply chain on moving product that is less than fresh, because there's a lot of money in it and it's highly perishable. A lot of the North Carolina seafood that we would get would be going through New York or through Atlanta before it ever came to us. Now, it's a text, it's there in 24 hours, it's quite easy actually.
Lots of time on the phone. Seafood is a global market. You can get mahi or tuna from anywhere at any time. We're the opposite. We have to get whatever species are there.
You don't get to choose the fish, you have to buy what's being caught. If fish happens, you have to be opportunistic. It's the chef kind of has a fisherman mentality and understand that maybe it's not exactly the fish I was looking for, but it's the freshest fish I could possibly get.
We're learning a lot about all these fish that we never tried before. We had to go into the internet and put a picture and some information for the waiters to read about it and to talk to customers about it. It's ugly. It's really ugly fish. It's a very ugly fish.
The underutilized species is probably the most technical correct term, but yeah, people call them trash fish.
Bycatch.
Bycatch. You know, and those terms can be spun in a negative way that's waste. Well, it's not waste if the fisherman has a market for that fish.
At the beginning, when we started using sheep's head, we never put that name in the menu. We just call it NC fish. And then we talk about it more.
I think as we add value to different types of fish, guys are going to take extra care of that fish.
Eating fresh fish from our coast is one of the best eating experiences that we can have, and it's very exciting to live here right now when it's so easy to do.